Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can go about analyzing trades from the higher time frame coming to the lower time frame and then picking for yourself an entry. So let's get straight into it. So what I like to do is I want to make use of my 4-hour time frame as my highest time frame because I'm day trading. Okay, so I want to look out for places where the market has a tendency of going to. So first of all, I want to see if you have watched the last video I created before now, I want to see the market moving in a direction. So we see that this market is moving downwards on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm looking forward for a sell on this particular pair, and the pair is Euro AUD. So what do? I start looking forward for the market to make a push to the downside. So I'm looking forward for, since the market does not move in a straight line, I want the market to make movements like this towards the downside. All right. So for the meantime, we have a trend line. All right, that shows that we are still going up, but this up movement is corrective movement. So the overall trend is downward, and we have that this is the main trend. All right, so this that we have here is only a corrective trend, and so there's a tendency for us to keep on moving to the downside. So now that we have been able to figure that out, we want to look for opportunities to come down. All right, but we can't just sell at this point because the market is coming down. So let's just sell immediately. Let's just sell here, put our stop losses here, put our take profit maybe down. It doesn't exactly make sense. Your risk reward ratio in this case here is only 1 to 1.5, which does not exactly make sense. So I want to first look out for, okay, we have identified the fact that the market is coming down. The second thing we want to pay attention to is where is the market likely headed for. Okay, so we want to check out for areas where the market is headed for. We have our order block right here where the market has a tendency of pushing into. We also have an area here where the market has the tendency of getting to. So those are the areas. If the market starts coming down, these are the areas where the market has a tendency of getting into before people start making a decision whether to keep on buying. Okay, so we can get down here and the market starts pushing up, or we can continue down here and the market starts pushing up, or we can still see a continuous push downwards. So whatever happens around this place, we are looking forward to analyzing what happens around there to know whether we keep on going down or we might have a little change in direction. Okay, so we have identified from the 4-hour where the direction that the market is going to, and now we have found out where the market has the tendency of getting to. All right, so this is where the market has a tendency of getting to. We understand that the market is pushing downwards. So how do we get an entry? This is where many people have a problem. So I like to go to the 1-hour time frame to look at things a little bit clearly. All right, so I have the 1-hour time frame right here. Okay, so in the 1-hour time frame, I'm not seeing anything too nice, but what I've seen here is that we have broken an area, a very strong area here, which is a great break of structure from this consolidation. So we noticed that there was a consolidation right here from the 1-hour time frame. So we see a lot of consolidation, and then there was a breakout from that point. Now that there's a breakout, we want to look for the market pushing downwards, going up right here, and then pushing downwards somewhere around there. So where exactly will this market push into before coming downwards? This is where I come to the 15-minute time frame, and then I begin to look for areas where I can take a trade pushing to the downside. Now, if you have not seen my previous video, go check it out where I marked out the areas I'm looking out for a sell or I'm looking for a buy, and that can give me a proper risk reward ratio. So in this case, we would have looked forward to taking a sell here, all right, because we have an order block with a fair value gap. We have liquidity taking right there, and the market started pushing downwards. But now we have passed that area, so that has already happened, and we are now looking for how can we join in this trade. Okay, this would have been the best place to join in this trade, but now we have missed out on this. So when next can we take a trade? Now in this place, I'm not seeing anything too nice, so I come to the 5 minute time frame. All right, so in the 5 minute time frame, I'm seeing quite a number of order blocks. All right, so we have an order block here, we have an order block that was tapped into there, and then we have another block right here that has not really been tapped into. So we have this area. So I'll be looking forward for the market to get tapped into that area, and then we have a push to the downside. All right, so this area becomes my area of liquidity right there, because obviously people are selling, have been selling into that point. So that becomes my area of liquidity. All right, so and then we have people already trying to buy into that zone. All right, so I want you to think as yourself as a trading psychologist. All right, you are studying the patterns, or you are trying to study the what people are trying to do, and then you are trying as much as possible to go against the general thought. That way you are able to take trades that will not put you into a trap. Okay, so in this case now, I'm looking for towards selling at that area. So what do I do? So this can come down here, take out people right there, and then we can begin to have a push upwards to that area. Now if you notice this, you will notice that there is a fair value gap right here. There's a fair value gap right there. Okay, and most people will have their orders right there, because wow, it's a good order block, good order block, and there's a fair value gap below it. There's liquidity, there's liquidity around there, so people are looking forward to taking a trade. But I'm not very interested in that, and the reason why I'm not very interested in this area is because of something we call the Fibonacci levels. All right, so I want to make sure that I'm trading above the 50 Fibonacci level. So if you notice that right here, you will notice that this area right here is exactly at 50 Fibonacci level. I hope this is clear enough for you. So you will notice that this area, this is the 50 Fibonacci level, and this area is exactly at the 50 Fibonacci level, and so this is where I'm looking forward to taking that trade. So what I will do now, since I'm having several confluences, I have the liquidity area, which is right here, my fair value gap, my order block has all been set, so and it's also in line with the Fibonacci level. I want to take my trade around there. My stop loss will be slightly above there. I remember in the last video I talked about not using stop losses above 20, so I'll see how well I can adjust this. So if I take my trade there, this is my order block right there. All right, so I want my stop loss to be slightly above it. Okay, slightly above it, and then I want my take profit to be below. So in this case, I'm having a risk reward ratio of 1 to 3. So let me bring it here. So this is what I'll be looking out for. So this is the 5 minute time frame that I was able to find this setup, because it was not very clear to me on the 15-minute time frame. So I want that push downwards, and then we continue downwards. All right, so in the 15-minute time frame, it might now look a little bit like this. Okay, for people who have the ability to hold on to trade for a longer time, you can now move your area somewhere around here. You can put your target somewhere around here with a risk reward ratio of 1 to 7. In case you want to hold a little longer, you can hold it to this area, which is a risk reward ratio of 1 to 13. So you can have that push downwards. All right, so this is how you approach trading. You analyze from the higher time frame, you come to the lower time frame, check out for areas where the market has a tendency of pushing into. Check out the areas where you can enter a trade with a minimal stop loss and target your area. All right, so the next thing you want to just pay attention to is your risk management and your emotional control. That's all. So aside that, there is nothing else for you to do. So this is how you analyze your trades. All right, in consequent times I'm going to be analyzing a few other trades so that while you are watching them, while you are watching some of these videos, you can come to understand how I analyze trades, and you also analyze trades in the same way. I believe that not everybody trades the same way, and by showing you how I trade, you can adopt your own system of trading. I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next video. If you have any questions, do well to put it down in the comments. I'll do well to answer, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.